What is up, fellow bench warmers? This is your daily fantasy quickie. What's up, guys? My name is JJT of the Fantasy Bench Warmers. I am with Commish.
Yes.
Commish Eric, who is out there somewhere.
Camera shy. Camera shy.
Yeah, camera shy for one. No, he's driving around, I think. Driving around sending gifts. So maybe he'll drop by your homes and drop your gifts.
Yes.
To you guys.
Wrapping gifts, doing errands, stressful Christmas season.
But the gift that keeps on giving is Anthony Davis. Another 50-point game. Is this a first, second? He had some 40-something games. But another big game today.
55 today, 44 2 days ago. So 99 points. I think he has 27 rebounds in those two games, 6 blocks. And I think around 60-70% shooting, 90% free throws. I don't know what you can expect more from him. What do you want more from him, from Anthony Davis?
Yeah. Well,
like it's mocking us right now.
Early on in the season, right, when he started this crazy run, we kind of felt that he was a sell high, right?
Yes.
But right now, I don't know how high can you still sell him, because he's the number one fantasy player right now.
He's not. When you get to this level, I don't think there's a sell high anymore. Like SGA, Anthony Davis, you have to look at him in a different way right now. He's not the 20th second rounder or 20th pick or whatever. He's a top 3, top 5, top number 1. He's there. So we have to treat him as such. There's no sell high. It's either you want to sell because you don't want the risk, or you keep him as your first rounder. That's just how it is.
Well, as your second rounder doing first round things.
Yes. If you ask me, actually, I asked you, who would you? What kind of player would you agree to?
That's
if you're
it.
Selling Davis, right?
That's it. That's my take. I mean, we posted it there in our Facebook page. It's my take. Which player do you think would be the guy you would want? And probably the chances are, if you want Jokic, you want KD, you want Steph, I don't think any of the managers would be willing to give you those assets, even for this type of Anthony Davis.
Possible, yes, possible. You think the Jokic owner won't agree to trade Jokic for AD, right?
No, but definitely not.
But I think the Steph or KD owner will. There's a possibility they will.
They might.
So I think those are the players you have to consider. The Tatum, Steph, KD, those the top of the top. Cream, the top players. That's the only players you should consider for AD right now. I won't want a player like let's say, I don't know, a low end player like a Trae Young or a Haliburton. I think you're selling AD low in that kind of a situation. Given how good he is playing, he's really motivated to show everybody that last year was a fluke. Last year was not himself. He's healthy now. Well, relatively healthy now. So this is him. He's a top player of the NBA. So we should consider him as such. Yeah. That's how we should look at him.
Yep. I think. And I don't even think getting Giannis would be good for you too, for a player like Anthony Davis. I know we've been, somehow high on Giannis, especially if you have a certain build, or maybe Luka, right? Would you rather have Luka or Anthony Davis at this point?
I'd still like Luka. I'd still like Giannis. I think I'll put it this way: any of those players, Luka, Giannis, Jokic, Steph, KD, I'm okay with AD. But let's say Embiid, I'll probably go AD. I'll probably go AD from Embiid down. I'll probably go AD. Tatum is right there. I think it's a matter of taste with Tatum, but
No, I'd
I'm
rather
hoping.
have Tatum. I'd rather have Tatum.
Yes, I could see that. I could see Tatum over AD also, but up to there, up to there. After that, I'll have AD over all of the other players outside, lower than Tatum, lower
Yeah.
than Tatum.
And if you're worried about, injury risk, I think with this type of performance, you'll take it. It's like, drafting Embiid knowing that he might not be fully healthy, or drafting maybe who else? KD knowing that he might be load managed at some point, drafting Steph knowing that he might be load managed. I mean, at this point, I don't think the injury prone narrative um applies heavily on Anthony Davis with the way he's performing. I know it's at the back of people's minds, but what if he continues this run? Right? We don't know. I mean, injury could be hit. Anyone could be hit with injuries, right?
Yes,
That's
yes.
just me. I mean, even if you trade for, let's say, Jokic, right, and then you don't know what happens in the future. It might end up Anthony Davis playing more games than Jokic, right? We don't know. We don't know. So for me, as a conservative manager, I'm not really the type of manager who actively looks for trades, unless I'm really, really down in the standings. Then I'd rather keep Anthony Davis as my second round pick, performing first round value, which is
I would
already
say
a benefit.
I'm gonna address this to Rock. Rock offered him to me twice, different combinations. He's telling me, am I not regretting it? And I keep on telling him no, because I've already learned my lesson with AD. But I'm telling him right now, yes, I'm actually regretting it, because the deals he gave me were pretty solid, pretty decent deals. And I might regret that. I might regret not taking those deals from Rock. So
Imagine he traded Anthony Davis for Carl Anthony Towns.
exactly, exactly. I think with
Look at
Reginald,
the
right?
look at the irony with that, right?
Exactly.
And
That's
Carl
that's your
Anthony
point.
Towns is out for what, 4 6 weeks, and we don't even know if he can come back well enough to be as good. But definitely he won't be this good for sure. And I think there was still a
Yes,
plus one there. It's what Anthony Davis
yes. There
plus
was a
one
plus one.
for.
There was a plus one. That was the kind of deal he was offering me. That was the kind of deal he was offering me. So as I said, I might regret that. Regret not taking that. So that makes your point, right? We don't know who really will get injured at this point.
Yeah.
What we know is he is injury prone in the sense that he gets a lot of little, soreness here, banged up here, banged up there. Yes, that's true. But the upside right now is too high. I think it's worth it already to lose sleep a little bit for some days, because it's the upside is number one already. It's worth it. You have to gamble already with him
No,
if he's made available to you. If he's made available to you.
no, I don't think this is going to be sustainable. I don't think he's gonna average like 40 or 30
Oh, of course
points
not. Of course not. Yeah,
per game, right? But he's gonna be good as
he's
long as
gonna be
he's
number one.
healthy. He's gonna
He's gonna be
be
one or two. Yeah,
one or two. That's your prediction. One or two.
I think so. If he's healthy, yes, one or two. You know why? Just look at the others that he's competing with. I mean,
Yeah.
remove the Lakers from him. Remove him. Don't make him do. Let him do 20 points, 12 rebounds. The Lakers will probably lose a lot of games. But if he plays like this, the Lakers become contenders. So he needs to do this. He needs to do this. That's a big difference from, let's say, Jokic
Yeah.
or even Giannis, right?
Yeah.
Giannis can push.
Giannis is just eating popcorns on the sidelines.
Yeah, exactly.
Just he's already been there, done that, and knows that none of these things really matter as much. And they're sitting pretty up there in the standings. The Lakers are not. The Lakers are currently 12 in the
This
standings.
is my
Although
question
they're a
too.
few games away from that
Yeah.
playoff spot.
This is my question to you. Whether AD becomes second, first, third, or whatever depends on his free throws. That's it. If you're talking about his health, is he gonna shoot 80%, 82% the rest of the season? If you believe he will, he's number one. He's number one. He's gonna be number one.
If that's
So
gonna be the argument for him to be number one, that's still a good deal.
mhm.
Even if he doesn't make them, the worst case scenario is that he ends up being Giannis.
Yes, exactly, exactly. That's why I told you he the difference with Giannis and AD. AD has shown in his career that he can shoot this well. I
Yeah.
just don't know what
Yes.
happened to him after I don't know New Orleans and
He had
whatever issue.
some wrist issues, right?
Exactly. Yes, but he has proven he can do this, and he's doing it now. So maybe the rest is fine. Maybe the rest is healed or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, AD, keep on riding him, try to trade him, whatever you do. Um, like I said, I'm not the major risk taker type of player, so I'll probably just keep him. But whatever you do, I wish you good luck, right? I wish you good luck,
Yes.
and hopefully, for those who don't have Anthony Davis, hopefully he won't be this good, or by the time that you meet the manager who owns Anthony Davis, because this is crazy good. This is like a stat for three people already, right? Even if you're,
Yes, 99 points in 2 games.
yep,
Man,
that's like for three players already. All right, let's talk about some
it's unbelievable.
injury first, I guess. Bradley Beal played 3 minutes today,
Okay.
and I don't know what the injury is. Is it a wait? Let me
Yeah.
check out the. But this
It was
should be a
a
concern.
hamstring injury. It was a hamstring injury, and yeah, it was a hamstring injury. So that is a tricky injury, as we know. I don't know how severe it is, but given he only played 2 to 3 minutes today, it should be something to worry about. No, with Washington though, we know who benefits from this. We know Corey Kispert's been getting major minutes. Corey Kispert is basically Joe Harris, 10 years younger. Similar threes, points, some steals. So I think in standard leagues you could add him for the threes. So Corey Kispert, Jordan Goodwin, the rookie. We know he in deep leagues he suddenly becomes worthy to add with Bradley Beal out.
Yeah. So yeah, Bradley Beal out. Hopefully not too long though, because he's been playing well. So
Yeah, he's been playing well.
we'll
I think you have
just
Beals, right? So
no, just a few
well now
Bradley
well
Beals.
now Jalen Brown, Bradley Beal face off looks different. Especially what Jalen did today. 34 points, 2 steals, 4 blocks, 10 rebounds. The
Yeah,
past 3 games it's been really good. It's been really good.
yeah. Who else? Dame returned today, and
Yes.
Harden could return tomorrow. Like we said, if in case Harden
Yes.
returns,
Some good news.
um, don't drop your shake yet.
Yep.
Until
Yep.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, until you see what happens there during that rotation. What else are news?
With
Hey, Jose Alvarado had his career game, 38 points. I
I
saw.
just want to say something. Just want to say something about Dame before we go to Jose.
Yeah, go.
Okay, I've seen people messaging about unfairly Simons. They want to trade Simons away, and I just want to remind people that Simons does not lose value to. He's not Cameron Payne. Maybe some people think that he becomes Cameron Payne, off the bench guy if Lillard comes back. Today he scored 22.6 assists. He's gonna have a drop off, but it's not gonna be really, really far off. So don't sell him for cheap. That's just my reminder to people. Whether it's Simons, whether it's Jeremy, not just because Dame came back doesn't mean you have to sell them low. Because I've seen some people trying to sell them low. So Don't do that.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, and he's not the droppable type when he gets when Dame comes back. Plus, we know that Dame is a player that would probably be not really load manage, but they would probably be careful with how any minor, like we said, he's gonna be categorized. We categorized him with the Jimmy Butler types. Um,
Yes.
any
Yes.
minor stuff that happens today would probably be. You see what happened? Like he had this minor injury. They rest him for a couple of weeks. I mean, if that piles up, then Simons could very well have some great stat lines while Dame is out. Like I
Yeah.
said, Jose
Alvarado. Yeah.
Alvarado, 38 points, 8 threes today. The game of his life. I'm not sure if he's
Yes.
gonna be. Obviously, he's not gonna be this good every time, but
But
uh,
I've mentioned Alvarado in my waiver for a lot of times already. I love Alvarado, and I don't know why people don't give him respect, because even in my 16 team league, sometimes he's available, and TJ
yeah,
McConnell is
yeah.
not. If TJ McConnell gets an 8 assist, 2 steal game, it's gonna be added everywhere. But Alvarado, even if he has a good game, he's still available. I don't know why the disrespect is there, but maybe,
Because no
well,
track
both of them.
record. There's no track record.
Maybe, yes, and he comes off the bench. I know.
No, I mean TJ
Pelicans,
comes off the bench.
exactly. But
But there's
uh,
track record there with DJ.
maybe that also, yes, and maybe it's deeper with the Pelicans. They have a lot of good players. They're a good team. But I
But
just think that overall, Alvarado, the assist and steals, it's worth even 14 team league at point at sometimes. But the difference is because he's coming off the bench. Some games he will be like 3 points, 2 rebounds, 14 minutes, something like that, 2 assists. Very, very bad stat line. But there will be games where he'll be 14.7 assists, 3 steals. Overall, on average, though, I think he's already near 14 team levels. I think.
yep. Plus, he's a major part of the Pelicans rotation. He's not like when he doesn't when they're fully healthy, he doesn't play at all or just plays 10, 15 minutes. He's not that type of player. And he's backing up CJ as well, who's not the healthiest guy out there. So yeah, definitely. I've added Alvarado, and I actually streamed him in one league, which I'm really happy about. I streamed him, Nemhard, bunch of the guys that performed well today. Zach Levine, another player who struggled early on. Is this Zach Levine back, or are we selling high on Zach?
I'm selling. I'm not sure if I'm selling high, but I'm selling. That's still my take. I'm still selling Zach Levine. But what I wrote a while ago is similar to Anthony Simons. Don't sell low because, I need to sell him because his knees, maybe it gives way, it suddenly gets injured, he's out for the season or whatever. Don't do that. He's a very good player. He's still a very good fantasy player. As you can see from today. And the past few games, the past, I think, 4 or 5 games, has been 20 plus points. He's not as good as before. That's it. But he's still a very good fantasy player. So don't sell your Levine short. Again, there was another manager who consulted with me about the Levine trade, and it was a very, very low ball offer. He was already considering. And I said, don't do that. I mean, yes, it could be a headache. Levine could be a headache, but he still has more value than what you're giving him for. So he's a sell for me, but wait for the right
Deal.
package, right deal.
Yeah.
Yes, right
Not
deal. Right now, maybe you'll get a better deal with Levine.
yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Finally, for this short quickie, the face off we have today is Jalen Brunson and Devin Vassell. Who do you like? I like Brunson, definitely.
Over Vassell?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I agree with you with this one. I'll go Brunson over Vassell also. As I said, a lot of different reasons, but did you read the article about the Spurs and Wembanyama. They're operating as if they're gonna get him. Popovich is already saying that he will continue to coach if they get him. They're scouting him and everything. It's like they will really tank. It's not a question if they're
It's
gonna tank.
like
They'll really tank.
yeah, it's like
So
they showed Tim Duncan out there today just to show what they'll do in the coming months
yes,
to get another Tim Duncan, a generational talent
yes.
for their team.
Yes, that's true. That's why I'm gonna go with Brunson. Steal, shooting well, scoring 21 points, even if Julius Randle is there. The assist, 6 point something assist. So he's been better than what I expect. I have to admit, I did not really see him
Right.
as a priority, as good in New York. But he's proven me wrong. So I'll take Brunson here also. I'll take
Yeah,
Brunson.
I'll take Bronson just because I really like Bronson even before the season started. I was trying to get him, but just everyone was just so high on him that he was being picked earlier than what I wanted him when I
My
wanted to
question
get.
to you though is, what's your take with the Spurs players? Yeah, what's your take with the Spurs players? Just to wrap this up, what do you think given those news? Are you
Uh,
down on Potel, Vassell, Keldon because of this? Do you think they're gonna be shut down? What how are you gonna deal with Spurs players now?
um, I don't think they're gonna be shut down when they're healthy. That's one, but
Okay,
I think they're gonna be managed. They're gonna
correct.
miss a few games here and there, but if something like what Potel is being on right now, like he's injured and all, they're gonna be very cautious with this
Cautious. Yeah.
type of injuries. Especially if they've really admitted that they're really out there going for that Wembanyama sweepstakes. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. The only player I have really that's gonna affect my team would be Potel because you probably got Potel for rebounding and also that's a major blow. I don't
Yes.
have Keldon. I have one Vassell. I have Trey Jones, but I think Trey Jones benefits a little bit if they sit Vassell, and I don't think they're gonna sit him as well, or they're gonna
He's not
manage.
that good.
Right? He's not a franchise
He's not that
changing.
good.
He's not a
Yeah.
franchise changing
Yes.
player, right? But
Yes.
he's good. He's not great as
Yes.
good as the other guys, but he's gonna help, right? He's gonna
He's
help. So
not that guy.
yeah, he's not that
He's
guy.
not. Yeah, he's not that guy.
So yeah, I think that's what will happen. Although yeah, don't sell low though. Even with these news, I think there seems to be some tendency of some managers when they hear something like this, they will panic a bit and then just try to sell these types of players, but and then eventually make a mistake of selling too low. So yeah, just find the right deal. If it doesn't feel right, then maybe just hold on and see what happens. Because again, we're guessing here. We're not even sure they're gonna be load managed. That's just our thoughts. That's just our assumption that they might be, which is usually
Yeah.
the trend in the NBA. All right. Anything else, Commission, you want to bring up?
Some buy low players, some struggling players. I think CJ McCollum, for one, you mentioned him a while ago. I think he's a buy low player. He's a guy that you can target right now. He's coming off COVID, and I think he had it worse than other people. And you can see it with his game, his lackluster game and everything. But I think you can buy low with him. Now the others, like say Nikola Vucevic, is also struggling. DeRozan is struggling. With Vucevic, I'm not that confident, so I'm not that interested in Vucevic. It's McCollum. Vucevic, not that much. DeRozan, just okay. So those are just the struggling players I want to mention.
That you can buy low or somehow
Or avoid. Or avoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for today's quickie. It's just a quick update, and we just really wanted to talk about Anthony Davis because everyone went gaga over what Anthony
Yes.
Davis did, especially the Lakers fans. They're pretty happy, and Westbrook has been playing well that 6-man role. I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
6th man of the year.
Yeah, really good. I mean, we have to give props to Darvin Ham for allowing Westbrook to thrive in that role. Anyway, we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Of course, please subscribe. All the links for socials are in the description below. We reached 500, like we said, but we hope that we'll get to that 1,000 subscriber mark sooner than later. And of course, we appreciate it. Thank you for all the support you've shown us through the past 4 seasons. All right, that's it, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.